Hey everyone, this is Daniel from AngelDAO. In this video, I'm going to be going over getting data from Streamflow. So in the last video, we covered configuring the Solana client and getting the block height from the blockchain. So in this video, we're going to build upon that and actually fetch data from an application that exists on top of Solana, so Streamflow. Streamflow is an application that enables users to stream payments to one another. So you can think of it in the sense, or I guess in comparison to YouTube or maybe Spotify or something, where you're streaming videos or you're streaming music. And in the case of Streamflow, you are streaming money. So, like for Spotify, you're getting data that's streamed to you every second or millisecond or whatever, and you're listening to that data, right? Well, it's the same way in a sense, but every second or millisecond or whatever, you're getting money streamed to you. So imagine getting paid weekly or every hour. Well, in the case of Streamflow, you could get paid, every second or something. So, yeah, that's kind of the idea behind Streamflow. And in this video, we're going to be getting the data that shows us how many streams have been opened in Streamflow throughout its lifetime. So before we get into the code, it's important to go over some of these Solana concepts because we'll be using them in the code. So firstly, we have programs, and you can think of programs like the smart contracts of Solana. So it's just kind of the term that's used for a smart contract, which is basically just code that's deployed on the blockchain that you can execute. The next concept is program-derived addresses, and the simple definition of this is a program can create program-derived addresses, and what that means is like the program-derived address is owned by a program. And how we'll be using them in this video is basically calculating the amount of streams that have been opened, but additional data is stored on the program-derived addresses. So more context, like when a stream's opened, when a stream will close, how much value has been sent, how much value will be sent, is it canceled? A lot of these different kind of like metadata details are stored on the account as well, or address as well. So yeah, to go into the changelog, we'll start with the cargo.toml, and yeah, basically this is pretty simple. We're just adding the Solana program to the dependencies. So that's really just used for a type, so we don't really need to spend that much time on it, but it's one of the changes. The next is the main.rs, obviously, and we'll go take a look at it. It's pretty simple. We just added a few lines of code here, and yeah, basically this is what we added, and we are setting the Streamflow address where the program is deployed to. And we are getting all of the PDAs, or program-derived addresses, associated with that program. And then we are simply just counting the amount of them. And that allows us to see how many streams have been opened. Because essentially whenever to open a stream in Streamflow, the contract will generate one of these program-derived addresses, and that'll essentially let us know that this is a new stream. So anyway, that'll be returned to us in JSON in the browser, that number. So let's go ahead and run the server. So cargo run. Okay, everything is printing as it should. Now let's go to query and see how many streams have been opened. So 557, cool. And here's the output of all of the accounts. And we'll scroll to the top of this to see the other prints. So you see the block height and the stream program account, and obviously all of the accounts associated. So you can see here we're printing the block height. Here we're printing the account address, and here we're printing all of the accounts associated with that address. And then we're getting the length, and then we're returning that length to the browser. So that's the end of this video and the end of this series. I wanted to keep this really simple, so hopefully anybody could attempt and work on and hopefully build this and get this outcome. This is like a really, I guess, stable boilerplate for building things like bots if you want to be checking some sort of on-chain data to, I don't know, cause a transaction to be sent, or if you want to build like analytics around some sort of protocol. So yeah, and hopefully this is also like a way if you were just interested in how to run a Rust server, to kind of show an easy walkthrough for that. So anyway, hope you guys liked it. All the code will be on the GitHub, and I'll see you guys later.